Thank you for joining us. Let's continue with Master Xinhua's 14 instructions.
我到什么地方都是叫人很忙的，没有时间得闲的。
Whatever place I arrive at, I always cause people to be very busy, having no time to be idle.
我在美国，美国人呢，给我弄得忙得不得了，手忙脚乱。
When I am in America, the Americans, because of me, are unbelievably busy, as if thrown into complete chaos and constantly on edge.
到香港呢，就把这个中国人也弄得手忙脚乱，也是忙得不得了。
Then, upon arriving in Hong Kong, I also made the Chinese people chaotic and constantly on edge, extremely busy as well.
那么你们要知道，咱们学佛呀，就要忙一点，不怕辛苦。
So, you should know that in learning the Buddha's teachings, we need to stay a bit busy and not fear hardship.
你要不忙，天天这么熬得寒的，各地我还精进的学佛的人。
If you are not busy, and every day you are always so free, then you are not a Buddhist who practices vigorously.
Okay, stop. Okay, very good. A small section here. 213. Master Xinhua says, I've come here, or whatever place I've come to, the people are certainly become very busy, no time to be idle. And this is, he does it intentionally. He keeps people busy. In other words, to cultivate, you need to keep yourself busy. He's facilitating it and keeping us busy. Okay? So this is why the schedule is usually full for you. You get up at very early in the morning, you go to bed late, and between you kept busy. Even you eat lunch and then you have to go bow. Okay, it's a very good practice. Yes, Kay, you too.
네, 2018년 곡성 성륜사에서 마스터, 지금의 현안 스님을 처음 배웠습니다. 꾸준히 법문을 들었습니다. 결과부자 수행에 대한 갈증이 점점 해소되어짐에 마음이 가볍고 주위의 일들에 감사하는 마음이 많아집니다. 주위 사람들, 가족에게 더욱더 친절하고 존중하려고 합니다. 마스터, 스님들께 감사드립니다. 부끄럽지만 저의 수행 단계가 어디쯤인지 알고 싶습니다. 그리고 수행 지침을 받고 싶습니다. 예전에 능엄주를 하라고 하셨습니다. 능엄주를 하면 강한 힘으로 짱짱함이 느껴집니다. 착각인지 가끔 남편을 공격합니다. 한 달이 넘게 냉전 상태로 지낸 적도 있습니다. 참고로 제가 갱년기가 온 50이 넘은 중년 아줌마입니다. 반면에 아미타불 연부를 하면 마음의 평화로움을 느낍니다. 감사합니다.
Master, this comment and question is from Ibdung Park Ji-young. In 2018, at Seongyungsa Temple in Koksang, I first met Master. Back then, Shana, also Venerable XA. I have consistently listened to Dharma talks. The thirst I had for sitting in full lotus meditation has gradually been satisfied, and my heart feels lighter. I have also developed a deeper sense of gratitude for the things around me, toward the people around me, and my family. I try to be kinder and more respectful. I offer my sincere thanks to the Master and the Sangha. Though I feel embarrassed, I would like to know what level I am at in my cultivation practice. Also, I wish to receive some guidance in my cultivation. Previously, I was told to recite the Shrangama mantra. When I do so, I feel a strong, powerful energy. But perhaps due to delusion, I sometimes lash out at my husband. There was even a time we went over a month without speaking to each other. For reference, I am a middle-aged woman over 50 going through menopause. Ha ha ha. On the other hand, when I recite Amitabha Buddha, I feel peace in my heart. Thank you.
I'm sorry, what's the second part of the question? The first question is, what is her level? I'm very glad you're cultivating with us, and we don't normally tell people's levels anymore. I started at a practice to help people, but I'm finding out that I'm really burdened by that. People keep on coming to me and said, what is my level? What is my level? And they keep on asking me that, including a little boy who was told by an older man that he could come and ask me that, that I could tell his level. From now on, I don't tell levels anymore unless it helps you. Okay? It causes problem for the other monks because one of the reasons that I do it is because I want to frighten the other monks and nuns. They usually come and ask me questions from other temples to test my knowledge and so forth. And people don't do that anymore, whether lay people or left-home people, because I blatantly tell people that before I answer you, look at your level first to see if your question makes sense for me to explain, for you to ask and for me to explain to you. I don't care who you are. You come and ask me, I look at you first before I answer, okay? And that seems to scare people, especially monks and nuns, because they don't want to be known which level they are for some reason. I'm not sure. Why not? But anyway, we traditionally tell you a level to help you, to encourage you in your cultivation. But that's not make it a thing where, like, seeing the fortune teller, sir, could you tell me whether I'm going to hit the lotto soon or not? No, it's meant to help you. If it becomes a burden to me, to us, then we stop it, okay? So from now on, if people ask us the levels, I'm also using it to train my students as well. And when they reach a certain level, actually I teach them to look at people's levels because it's more helpful to them to know how to train you better. Because each level each level you are at has different types of challenges, and in order to go to the next level and so forth, you need to overcome those challenges, okay? And so I used to do that to experiment, to help people, and it helped a lot. But now that it's my students' turn to help you, to train you, because I really don't have time to teach low-level people anymore. I think it's time for my students to teach low levels because they need to be trained. And the best form of training is on the job for me. We don't hold theory classes. Rarely do we hold it. I do teach them about theory when necessary, but typically the core of our training is about on the job, meaning I give you a task, I give you a job to do, and I watch you struggle. And because I want you to struggle first to test your attitude. If you said, I don't want to be busy, I want to be comfortable, and like in this light here, then I won't press you. I won't give you more projects. But if you have a good attitude and you don't mind being busy and being challenged and not knowing what to do, and you don't quit, that's when I train you. If you quit, there's no point in me training you. You want to back off, I let you back off. We're not forcing you, any of you, to do anything that you don't feel like doing. Okay? And so that's why one of the reasons was that now, that's why we used to tell people's levels. But now I don't do it anymore because there's too many of you and keep on asking me like this. And it's my students' jobs now to decide how to help you. I decided to help them 20 years ago by doing that, okay? And because I was not established, so I wanted to frighten people as well, not to waste my time, especially other monks and nuns, okay? You wouldn't believe it. The other monks and nuns nowadays walk in, they're scared of me because I'm very blunt. I look at you and say, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to answer you. Okay? And so we will not answer your level questions anymore. I won't. It's up to my disciples to decide what to do with it. Of course, when they're being trained to look at your levels, learn to look at your levels, they may decide to answer you. It's up to them. I won't force them to do anything. Okay? And whatever works for them. All right? And it takes time for them to be able to develop. It's a spiritual penetration, by the way. Instead of developing spiritual penetration, look at your past lives and future lives and whether you win the lotto and whether you can get married or not, we're not interested in that because it doesn't help your cultivation. I look at people's level because very few people can do that. I see my masters being able to do that. Some of his disciples used to be able to do that, not anymore. And the non-Buddhists and as well his disciples have this bad habit of developing these eyes to look at things, look at people, instead of understanding you're not supposed to say anything, only unless it helps the people. You're not supposed to impress people, not try to look better than the other monks and nuns and other people. And this is what the non-Buddhist practitioners pay attention to, especially the Taoists. They won't look at you and they say, you are so-and-so, you used to be a bird. How does it help my cultivation right now? And then they say, okay, you have knives on your back because you used to steal from your restaurant. You used to be a chef in a restaurant. You stole knives, the restaurant knives. That's now why. This is why you have pain in your back. You have knives in your back, so many knives in your back. It's so sensational. So they don't have to cultivate anymore. It's not the best way to help you cultivate, by the way. If it were more helpful to do it for you, we would have done it already. We don't do that because I devise a much better way to train you than impress you and get you addicted to my visions. which I have no interest in developing. I'm telling you flat out, I have no vision, I have no interest in having visions unless it helps you. Then I might happen to see it. If not, I don't care. It doesn't do anything for me. Look in your past, look in your future. If it doesn't help you improve, what good does it do for me? You don't have enough money to encourage me to develop the ability. Come on, folks, be real. What's in it for me? If you're really, really wealthy, come and talk to me. Okay. But you don't have much money. Come on, don't waste your time chasing after nonsense. Okay. Instead of talking about it and asking about it, just concentrate on following the schedule. You'll be so much better off, let me assure you, than knowing and asking and talking about this nonsense of spiritual penetrations. Okay? Yeah. It's all those are designed to impress you, and which we have no interest in trying to impress you at all. Okay? You're not rich enough for me to even think of impressing you. Seriously, think about it. We're doing Pureland Dharma Door now. What do you think it would take for you to go to the Pureland? Be realistic. You go there, you don't work ever the rest of your life. Huh? And some of you are being helped to be able to go there and live in palaces. Where do you live right now? You're renting a house? That's it? Over there, you own your own palaces, overlooking water. If you want, there's a helicopter pad on top of your house. And you gonna worry about me telling you whether you were a reptile in a prior life? Come on. Think about it. You're wasting time. Okay? So that's why, let me ask you, for all that wealth, you think that the richest men in the world can afford it? They can't. I may assure you, they cannot. There's no way for them to pay for it. So they can't impress me with their money. Trust me. They don't have enough on their own to make it. And they're supposed to impress me? It's to fool themselves. Second part of the question.
So she was instructed to recite the Shurangama mantra. So she's been doing it, and she feels a very strong and powerful energy. But maybe it's perhaps her delusion. Sometimes she lash out at her husband.
Who taught her to recite the Shurangama mantra?
I think you recommend her to practice.
My fault then. Okay, since it's my fault, I would tell her what to do. Stop it.
But she has a good result with reciting Amitabha Buddha. She says she feels peace in her heart.
Keep reciting a mantra, and at the same time, stop lashing at your husband. You're making us look bad. There is, folks, when we transmit to you these Dhamma doors, we train you. Along with it, there's an entendre. I mean, it's a mutual understanding. Entendre is French, okay? Meaning that I help you, okay? And so I hope that you will not do anything at home or at work that make Mahayana, American Mahayana Buddhism look bad. Okay? I train you to have a stronger samadhi, have much stronger concentration, and you use it to lash out at your husband, at your wives, at your co-workers, and terrorize them. And then I'm partially at fault. Okay, so it's always that thing there. Eventually, I hope you will understand. This is why we teach you about kindness and compassion. Unlike my teachers, they are not there yet. That's why they don't understand the importance. There's a responsibility. There's an image here. There's a standard here for the practice and for how to carry yourself. Have some class. Okay? Yeah. So please stop it. ESK YouTube.
네, 입강님의 질문입니다. 생업을 위한 일이나 취미 활동을 할 때 일어나는 자연 환경 파괴 때문에 모든 활동이 사려집니다. 이런 생각 때문에 더더욱 아무것도 하기 꺼려지고 싫어집니다. 석가불 당시 수행자처럼 일체의 세속 활동을 삼가고 수행에만 몰두하는 게 불교의 이상 세계인가요?
Master, this question is from Ipgang Songyunjin. The question is about the ideal world of Buddhism. Because of the environmental destruction that arises from doing things for a livelihood or even engaging in hobbies, I feel compelled to withdraw from all such activities. These thoughts makes me even more reluctant and dislike to doing anything. Is the ideal world of Buddhism like the practitioner in Shakyamuni Buddha's time? One refrains from all worldly activities and devotes oneself solely to cultivation?
Not at all. You need to live your life. You came to this world through your parents because you have some obligations here. And along the way, you decided to come here to fulfill your obligations. Along the way, you also picked up other obligations as well. For example, the people who help you along the way. And those are the debts that you want to repay. We are breathing the air here, the common air. We are using the water here, using the resources, the community resources. So with that comes a responsibility to pay back. Okay? And how can you simply say, okay, so I sit here and ignore it because it's too worldly, it's too dirty for me to worry about paying them back? There's always compromise in life. We can't simply hear, even with ourselves, with myself. I can't simply just talk Dharma to you all day. Okay, I have to eat. In order to eat, someone has to go do the farming, okay, and collect the fruits, and someone has to cook. So I owe those people. How can I simply say I'm gonna just cultivate and I don't do anything that's harmful to the world? It doesn't work like that. When you do good things, you also are some side effects that are not desirable. When I breathe, I'm emitting CO2. I'm poisoning the air. When I use water, I'm polluting it. Who am I to say that I deserve to sit here and cultivate and do nothing at all because I'm afraid to harm beings? I'm harming by the mere fact of living and being myself. And this is misconception about people. They say, this is we don't need to do harm to the environment and so forth. It's beyond us. We are a very small portion of the world. And the world goes through cycles of birth, of dwelling, of change, and of emptiness, because it's a natural progression. We are in the Dharma ending age, where people are very destructive. That's the nature of the times. It's the nature of the turbidities of the time. And therefore, this is what is predominantly happening. On the other hand, we are doing that ourselves, but every now and then we put aside everything and cultivate for 7 days in a Fo Chi, Chan Chi, Wan Yin Chi, in repentance. That is the time when we put aside and try to be a gooder person, to try to make a difference. That's all you have. I don't happen to believe in feeling I'm so superior that I would isolate myself behind 4 walls and cultivate, and I deserve my cultivation because I create so much good. I create so many blessings I can give to you, and then you should come and support my cultivation. Okay? That is Hinayana practices. You're so special. You're better than everyone else. There's no such a thinking in my world. It's not the Bodhisattva path. Because if I am so different from you, so far better than you, and I deserve to be in a pedestal, and you come and support me and worship me, it's not how I feel by myself. I'm no bodhisattva. I'm struggling just like you. I want to feel your pain. I want to feel your difficulties. I want to experience them myself. See how tough life is, so that I appreciate more of the rice, of the food you give me, the sacrifice you have to make in order to come and give it to us. I want to experience it. I want to be reminded of that constantly, every single day. It makes me more humble. In my generation, our master generation, we're supposed to be so special. We're supposed to be on a pedestal in the Dharma seat here. I speak Dharma to you, speak Dharma to you. I'm so special. I'm so much better than you. I don't feel that way. I want to struggle with you. I want to be poor with you. So that I appreciate more of your sacrifices and really think about it. When I think about it, it really helps me become more humble and reminds me every day I cannot think so highly of myself. I'm so special. I'm better than you. I'm not. I really don't feel I'm better than you. Even when I'm speaking Dharma, yes, I call you losers, because you're losers. It's the truth. It doesn't mean I feel better than you at all. If I need to yell at you, I need to scream at you, I need to beat you up, I need to hurt you. It's only to help you, you idiots. Okay, so yes, on the surface, it's like we're so special, we can train you and so forth. It's so much more important for me in your path to develop kindness and compassion. Because if you only focus like that over there, that side, the Chinese side, my master's side, on developing concentration, look at them. They're so full of themselves. They're so special. They're so special that I feel so inferior. I don't feel it's worth it for me to go to the temple or participate in their things or help them at all because I'm so inferior. They're so special. I would only drag them down. We'll never be like that, let me assure you. Doesn't matter how we become, how much we evolve. we're still the same. Be humble. Okay? You're going to struggle with you. It's all about helping you. All about training you. Whether you believe it or not, I don't give a damn. But as long as I see it's helping you, I will continue to do it. That's all. Whether you get it or not, it's not that important. You don't, someone else will. Because you find it yourself. You experience the changes in yourself. Okay? And you like yourself better. That's the ultimate thing. Since when do I come into the picture? It doesn't matter. It's about you. You walk away from here and you feel better about yourself. And it rubs off to your family, to your friends, to your co-workers. That's what we do. We don't sit there and say, I'm not going to stop destroying the environment and so forth. It's too big for me. I'm very small. I only worry about becoming a gooder person, become kinder and compassionate. And when I'm in a position to be able to do something about it, like when some of you become presidents and become celestial kings, then you remember, you say, this is what we're about. Okay? The same spirit. We help people, and no one knows it, no one understands it. Who gives a darn if you appreciate it or not? We do, because it's part of being a gooder person. I don't need your recognition. I'm not seeking your recognition. We do the Avatamsaka Sutra lectures. First chapter, we spent 3 years now. Look at all those big shots, big wigs in the universe. They're so big. They're Mahasattvas. And look at what they do. Do they ask for your recognition? Are they seeking for your recognition? They do it because they can help you. That's all. And that's how you improve, folks. Those losers who hide themselves behind the four walls and say, I'm too pure, I'm not going to touch anything, I'm not going to destroy the environment. Okay? They're stuck big time, they're making no progress. They have this illusion of being so special, so pure. They don't realize there's a limitation. If you're by yourself, okay, you cannot rise above your mediocrity. In Mahayana, that's what we do, okay? We need others to tell us about things that we cannot see. By their reaction to us. They say, I don't like you. That's what makes you wonder. You say, why don't you like me? I thought I'm so adorable. Everyone else likes me except you. This is when you think about it. Does it make sense? If everyone look at you, oh, you're so perfect, you're so adorable, you're so pure. There's nothing for you to work on. Cut it out, die. Go do something else. You're wasting your time here. But when you struggle like we do, it's those losers, okay, who look at you and say, I don't like you, I hate you. This is when it reminds you to be humble, number one. Number two, maybe they're telling you about something you cannot see yourself. Can you look at your face without a mirror? They act like your mirror. This is what difference between us and her teachers, cultivation. They hide. We don't. I drag you in the dirt. I make you suffer to make you more humble. But then all of us are helping each other say, oh, there's some blind spots we cannot see ourselves. That's what this is called the Great Assembly Dharma. That's what's special about it. Losers would hide behind four walls and think they're so special. Idiots. You ask me? You're a bunch of idiots. Okay, YouTube.
네, 입강님이 다시 한번 질문하셨는데요. 스님을 실제로 뵈니 매우 건강하고 건장하시고 건강해 보이셨습니다. 스님은 어떻게 몸의 건강을 챙기시는지요?
Master, this question is from the person who just asked you about the ideal world of Buddhism. He said, when I saw you in person, you look very strong and healthy. How do you take care of yourself, Master, physically?
I work out. I eat well. I don't know. It just happened. I have no idea. All right. Anyone else? Yes, sir. 3.
네, 안녕하십니까. 입주 이승윤이라고 합니다. 이제 학회차 미국에 올 기회가 있어서 다시 오게 되었는데 이제 다시 만나 뵙게 되어서 영광입니다. 저에게는 3가지 질문이 있습니다. 네, 하겠습니다. 첫 번째 질문은 저희 이제 위양종 종지에 이제 연을 구하지 않는다라고 들었는데 혹시 아미타불을 염하고 이제 의지하는 것은 이제 연을 구하는 것이 아닌지가 첫 번째 궁금한 점이고요. 두 번째는 이제 제가 죽을 때쯤이면 영화 스님이 아마 안 계실 것 같은데 이제 스스로 정토에 가려면 발원하는 것 외에 어느 정도 삼매 레벨이 있어야 가능한지 두 번째 궁금한 점이고 세 번째는 이제 제가 듣기로 사바세계가 정토에서보다 좀 더 빨리 진전을 할 수 있다고 들었는데 이게 맞다면 자유의지로 그것이 이제 어디로 갈지 선택이 가능한지 그리고 그 선택해서 사바세계로 오는 것이 가능한지가 궁금합니다.
성함을 다시 한번 얘기해 주실래요?
이승윤입니다.
Master, this is Lee Seung-yoon. I have met you before, but it's really nice to see you again. I have 3 questions. First one, it's about Wei Yang lineage. There is one of the principle, we're not accords with condition. How about we accord with Amitofo? That's first question. Number 2, when probably by the time that I pass away, maybe Master might not be here anymore. So I have a question about rebirth at that situations without Master. And third one is about Saha world. Coming back to the Saha world, what level of samadhi do I need to obtain so that I could freely choose to return to the Saha world? Thank you.
Lots of questions. Okay. First question again is?
About not accords with condition, one of our principle, but what if we rely on Amitofo?
That's to accord with conditions. Amitofo is conditions. Number 2.
So when I die, probably that time, because since I'm younger than you, you'll be no longer in this world. So what happens to my rebirth at the time?
Ooh, that's bad news to talk like that. Because you probably could die before me, I do. I'm not throwing a curse at you. But don't talk like that because it's not good for you. Hopefully the Pureland Dharma door will survive without me, will continue without me. But that's beyond me. All right? And we have means for me to help you for rebirth to the Pure Land as well. All right. Number 3, you ask the temple; they can tell you more. Number 3.
It's about freely choose to return to Saha world. What level of samadhi need to be obtained?
Don't worry about it. Let Amitabha Buddha decide when you should go back. If you go to the Pure Land, then you'll be under Amitabha's care and protection and guidance. And all you have to do is that, World Honored One, I'd love to go back and save my girlfriend, save my mother, my father, and so forth. And do things, become an emperor there, whatever. And Buddha says, okay, I see what you want to do, and I will make your wish come true when the time comes. There's that. And this is what's so wonderful about going to the Pure Land. You only have to communicate your needs to your wish and desires to Amitabha Buddha, who will make it happen for you. All right, anyone else? Okay, going back to slide 213. Whatever place I arrive, I come, I always cause people to be very busy, time to be idle. Oh, it's the same slide, okay? And so, and the code here is that this is how he teaches people to cultivate, by keeping them busy. When I am in America, the American, because of me, are incredibly busy. And they're busy beyond beliefs. And they are so busy, I kept them so busy that they, to the point of panic. They don't know what to do with the hands and with the arms and with the legs. All right? Because all day we use our arm, our legs. Okay? But with Master Shuino around, they all panic. They all rush for time. All right? Upon arriving in Hong Kong, I also made the Chinese people chaotic. Okay? And also not know what to do with the hands and arms, and extremely, extremely busy as well. So this is style. And by the way, this is why we're studying him. We're studying his teaching because his mission, when he first came here 60 years ago, was to establish the foundation for Mahayana. Okay, and it's very, very important. He's the only one I can think of recent memory of all the patriarchs I know about. Or he's the only one who is capable of establishing this kind of wonderful foundation for Mahayana. Okay, and part of the foundation is how to train you. A lot of other monks and nuns try to copy it, including his disciples, but they fail to understand the rationale behind it. Okay, and so this is why they come and study from at his temples, or his disciple would go through the program, and when it's time for them to train people now, they cut back on being busy. Being busy is part of the foundation to help you build your foundation. Okay, and I know, and I watch them. I understand why they cut back. Is because they scared that people would leave. Okay, and there's an attachment somewhere that you are afraid people will not come to the temple anymore. It's only because you forget about why we're doing this. We're doing this to train people, to train you. Meaning that not all of you will be able to keep up with it. And those who cannot keep up with it, we have to come up with different programs to help those people. But this is the core of this is our foundation. You don't want to mess with it. Okay? And so we keep you busy. And however, over the years, we begin to deviate from that because we found out that after doing it for 10 years, I realized that there's some things that should be kept, some things that are not necessary. And therefore, that's why I tailored it to our times more. His time is easy. And in China, Chinese culture, they used to, Asian cultures, they used to be more obedient, and the standards are different from ours. In our American culture, Western culture, we are a lot more self-indulgent, especially for young people nowadays. This is why the Catholics and the Buddhists have a hard time drawing young people anymore, because they fail to keep up with the needs of the younger generations. Okay, so we adapt our training to the younger generations. And the proof is in that by deviating from the original thing here, okay, we produce better results, faster results. I'm results driven. I make no excuses. Okay, if it works, I will keep on doing it. If it doesn't work, I change. And so I'm not attached to anything. So you should know, in learning a Buddhist teaching, you need to stay, see, this is it. You need to stay busy. You got to be busy, number one. Number two, not fear hardship. This is fundamental. If you want to be trained, if you want to improve faster, okay, you need not to fear difficulties and hardship. Meaning you'll be asked to do things that you cannot. It's not for babies. Yes, 3.
Thank you, Master. Outside of the context that Great Master Shenhua was saying this, these passages really resonate with me. And I wanted to not wait till the end of a Qi to express my sincere gratitude to you and the Sanghans for the opportunity to stay so busy and attend nightly lectures. I always forget how hard it is working and for myself, working and trying to attend transference and really set the goal of making a Dharma talk every night. And each day I'm like, man, I could just rest and not come. But every time I come and I struggle through the lecture, I do feel peace and recharge. It's not always the same, feeling the same way, but it is there. And I just wanted to say thank you for that opportunity to stay busy and stay focused. It helps a lot.
Okay, thank you for the feedback. That's precisely the point. The point here is a test. You know, this is how you become gooder, because you choose the hardship for the sake of helping. The hardship here is not about doing something difficult or impossible. The hardship here refers to what losses are you willing to take in order to help others. This is the hardship we're talking about. It's not hardship about, oh, it's so difficult for me. Okay? Yes, I know it's difficult, but I still want to do it. I want to give it my all. It might even fail because I feel I need to do this to help someone else. This is what it's about. The hardship here is very clearly delineated. It's in the context of being productive, is being constructive, is being helpful, which will make you become gooder. There's a process behind it. It's not talk. The Chinese, we are different from a Chinese in that sense. See, this is all he says. He says, you will be busy, we keep you busy, and it's going to be hard. Okay, but because you're weak and you're Western-based education, I have to elaborate for you. This is what makes us different, because I need to motivate you to continue. Their culture, they tell you what to do, you don't do it, you don't deserve it. The times are different. You younger people in particular, unless you're motivated, you say, why should I do this? I have lots of choices. I don't need to do this. So we need to find a way to motivate them so that they do it and they say, it's worth it after all. But if we don't motivate them and say, you guys are unreasonable. I work all day, I work all week, and you want me to come to the temple on weekends and come to the temple every night to do this? It's unreasonable. What's in it for me? Okay? And this is why we are different from the Chinese in that sense. We need to convince you. It has to make sense to you. You need to see results, not just sense. But also we deliver results for you. We help you achieve results. Okay? But not get you attached to it. It's very delicate what we do. Why do you think there's so many of you, one more person, two more people each time we do it? We started with 5, 6 people 20 years ago. Now it's about 70, 80 people of you. Because we deliver one person at a time. And you get to this point because the early people who came, they liked it, and they continue in that. They influence another person to come, the wives to come, the husbands to come, the friends to come, and so forth. We grow organically because of you. There's a formula here. In contrast, they do it the Chinese way. What's happening to them? They're shrinking. People are bad-mouthing them and say, you are not doing anything for me. I get nothing out of you. You get disenchanted. You go back to Catholicism. Okay? This is very important. Okay? Do not fear hardship. Especially you, left-home people. Again, we're not forcing you to do anything. But if you through this training here, you decide, this is too much for me. I just want to live my life and have a pure life, and because it's still better than me having to go and count to people, kiss people's asses to make a living. I don't like it. I don't have to do that. I have respect here, and I'm taken care of. I do good things here with my life. I think it's a good long-term investment for my life. I want to be an emperor in the future for sure, and there's nothing wrong with that. We respect your choices, but if you're among those who do not fear hardship, then you go a lot further. That's all. We're not forcing everyone into any mold. This is the spirit of the training in Mahayana. Okay? Yeah. And don't worry. You don't understand, of course. We'll remind you. We'll give you plenty of chances. Be very patient. Up to a certain point, I throw you out. Because I don't have time for you anymore. Are we there yet? If you're not busy every day, you're always so free, then you're not a Buddhist who practices vigorously. Okay? Now, again, next, let me remind you, we're not asking you to do the impossible. Okay? I'm only asking you what they want, the way they want it for the Chinese of a prior generation, the sheeps, okay? Not like you. You are so free. You are have so much liberty. You're so successful. You're so special. You're so okay, so that's why we can't tell you. We can't tell you what to do. We have to convince you. Okay, in my generation, we're told what to do, and we're so happy to be told what to do. Your generation, we have to convince you what to do. You don't have enough blessings, so we have to convince you. My generation, I have plenty of blessings. No one needs to convince me. I convince myself. Yes, too.
Master, one thing I've always struggled with is, in different capacities, is time management, especially even if I have not much to do, then it's sort of managing my time. But especially when I was here and was overloaded with work, just being able to manage time, is that a skill? I mean, it seems that could be trained, or you could study, you could learn how to manage time better. Is that something for me that would be useful to work on? I mean, it's kind of a worldly skill more than anything, but it could still relate to cultivation.
In your case, you probably need to talk to your abbots and the person to help you. Okay? All right. You're not busy, but you're always so free, okay? Because we pride ourselves on that. We want to have free time. It's reasonable. But then, if you insist on being free and only listen to yourself, then you're missing out. He says a Buddhist who practices vigorously, I think he's too serious. I don't need you to be Buddhists. I need you to be Buddha. I don't like Buddhists. So many Buddhists I met, I don't like at all, honestly. So when you call yourself Buddhist, don't expect me to be impressed. Okay? I'd rather you learn and do things so that you can be gooder. Okay? And vigorously here refers to, as I asked you that during the sessions, be vigorous. That's all you have to do. That's why you're here in the first place. Okay, that's the next section. Anyone has any other questions? You see, another reason why I explain so much to you is because you guys are so attached to knowledge. You want to know everything. You want to know. You need to understand before you do it, right? Because you're smart. No one's going to fool me, you tell yourself. How can I trust you? I don't even know you. You have no hair. You dress funny. God, how can I trust you? And so we understand it, okay? So that's why our jobs are much harder than my master's generation. Master's generation is very straight-laced. My generation, we do what we're told, okay? And because the master is like God, you don't question God, okay? But for your generation, especially for Westerners, you're a lot more challenging. It takes more persuasion. It takes more wisdom to motivate you. We cannot be a mold here where you are vigorous and then you're not afraid to work hard, of difficulties. It's a lot more than that. Okay, and this is why they struggle right now. They cannot train the next generation because they bring in those people who are looking for an answer, looking for some help in their lives, and they really are not getting much out of it. I don't feel the time is well spent. Yes, sir, 5.
Amitabha Master, I have a question related to the sutras recitation. I've been asking a couple of other practitioners what do they do when they recite sutras. They said just to focus on the sound. And I did that and I felt really good result with that. But I also, in the back of my mind, all these sutras are like so profound meaning, particularly the one with repentance. If I'm not really doing the repentance when I do the sutra recitation, am I getting the benefit if I'm not really following the meaning of the sutras and just focusing on the sound? How would you suggest I practice it?
The mere fact that you're reciting sutras does wonders for you. Just think about this. You recite the Buddha's name, right? And you enjoy it because you feel good, you feel, all these good things. What you're feeling right now from merely reciting the Buddha's name is what you're aware of, you can sense, you can measure for yourself. It's about 1/1,000,000th of the benefit you're receiving, at least. Let me tell you. Okay? Same thing with the sutras. The sutras, when you recite sutras, it has a similar effect as reciting a Buddha's name. Okay? It is incredibly wonderful for you. And sutras also serve a different purpose. Sutras, more so than a Buddha's name, it's like, you have a block of knives. You have bread knives, you have a chef, you have a pair knife, you have steak knives, and so forth. They all serve different purposes because it saves us time. Okay? It's more useful to us. Same thing. In the sutras, when you recite sutras, the main purpose of sutras is to help you plant the seeds of wisdom and open your wisdom. Your inherent wisdom there, that only you can open. And reciting sutras has that kind of effect. It opens your wisdom a lot faster than without sutras. You don't have to recite sutra. You could be reciting Buddha's name and would take a lot longer to open your wisdom, or will open your wisdom as well. But this is why, again, I said a knife block has many, many different types of knives because it's more useful at different if you use them properly. So sutras are incredible in helping you develop your prajna wisdom, your wisdom. And this is very important to us. It's because the concentration, the bliss you experience, is only only half of it. The other half is with this bliss, with this peace you're experiencing, it's supposed to help you draw upon your innate wisdom that you have already. Okay? And so reciting sutras helps you connect with your inner wisdom a lot better than otherwise. All right?
So, Master, so you are suggesting not to focus on the meaning, just focus on the sound?
Don't worry about the meaning, just recite. If you're curious, okay, if you happen to run across something in English, you say, okay, oh, that's what it means. Okay, what you recite, whether it's in Sanskrit, whether it's in Chinese, whether it's in Vietnam, Korean, doesn't matter that much. They're doing wonders for your wisdom. Okay, and if you happen to understand the meaning, then it helps you connect with your wisdom even better, faster, but it's not necessary. Okay, this is why it's magical. Let me give you a story. In Japan, in the warring and the daimyo lords area, feudal area, where Japan was divided into many domains, where you have feudal lords, daimyo lords, okay? So many of them. So they kept on fighting each other for dominance, for economic gains, and so forth. And there used to be a Japanese, this is the shogun, just before the shogun area. There used to be a samurai, a lord, by the name of Nobunaga. I'm sure some of you have heard of his name. He's very famous. He's a very scary samurai general, very cruel. He kills people with no hesitation. Very, very brutal, very strong general. And he won, maybe I got the name a little bit off, and forgive me for that, because my Japanese history is not that good, okay? But the concept is still the same. He has a competitor by the name of General or Lord Shingen, okay? The names is correct. Nobunaga, Shingen, Ieyasu, Hideyori, and so forth, okay? All those names. I may quote the wrong name a little bit, but it's the same concept. The Shingen guy is a main rival, okay? And Nobunaga was very cruel. He occupied the center part of Japan, and he used his brutality to bring people into submission. He would kill his enemies. So he decided that the Buddhists in Japan, they have a grassroots Buddhist thing where the monks would go and to the poor area, to the forest and the villages to spread Buddhism. Okay, and their Buddhism is to bow and then recite a little and take up arms to protect their temples. They kill anyone who tried to stop them. This is how it used to be, okay? And so that's the history of Japanese Buddhism is kind of interesting. And so this Shingon guy here is a competitor, a main rival, because he's very powerful, he's very rich, he's a great general, he's equally as violent, as brutal as Nobunaga. And they're rivals. So eventually Nobunaga would attack the Shingon guy, okay? They would fight each other for domination of Japan, okay? But anyway, so the Shingon guy here is very interesting. What caught my attention is because the Shingon shogun, the Shingon lord, is actually a Japanese Buddhist monk. Think about it. So he's a monk, but he's a general as well. He's a lord as well. So he kills people who oppose him. Okay? He goes to war, he kills all his enemies and brutalizes them. Just like Nobunaga. Okay? They're very brutal at that time. The samurai is a very brutal breed of warriors. And so this guy Shingon became so strong, so famous, because he wins battles. He kills his enemies. Okay? He goes into battle, and they engage, and eventually he figures out a way to kill his enemies and defeat his enemies. So he wins battle after battle after battle. So his empire, his area, his lord, his region grows bigger and bigger and bigger because he keeps on winning the battles. Okay? And you know how he wins his battles? He would engage in a battle with another lord, feudal lord, right? And then they're fighting, and it's like a stalemate. Okay? And then what does he do at night? After killing and fighting all day, he goes back to his room. Guess what he does? Recites sutras. Every single night. So they would have this small table here. Okay, the Chinese, the Japanese, they have this small table about this size here, and they put their arms down. Okay, and when they talk to you, they say, hi. Okay, and he would pick up the sutra and read the sutras. After a full day's worth of fighting and killing people, he would read sutras. Because he's a monk, mind you. Okay? And it caught my attention because I said, that's why he keeps on winning. Because he's going to a stalemate, he doesn't know what to do, he reads sutras, and the following day he said, I have an idea, let's do this. That's how he keeps on coming up with new strategies to defeat his enemies. That's from sutras. I don't encourage you to do this. If you're a general, don't use Buddhist sutras to kill people. But the point being that cultivation in his world is only to recite sutras. That's all they do as Japanese monks. The main form, Zen is, and one day I hope to go to Japan if I get some connections there and teach him how to do chant. Okay, Zen is too weak for me, but reciting sutras is more useful for the Japanese than Zen in my mind. Because when you recite sutras, you follow one character after another, after another. That is Zen. But on top of it, you develop wisdom. And that's how you kill your enemies. Isn't that cool? And that's wisdom, mind you. So we teach you all these things and help you develop all sorts of skills. Okay? Yes, JC.
마스터 이승남입니다.
안녕하세요. What took you so long?
저는 시골에서 농촌에서 살았기 때문에 그 집에 가끔 그 하기는 싫었지만 집에서 이제 저밖에 없었기 때문에 집에서 키우는 가축을 잡는다든가 또는 뭐 논밭에서 이제 그 물고기도 잡고 메뚜기라든가 곤충도 많이 잡았습니다. 그때는 별 그냥 습관적으로 했었는데 이번에 관음칠 불칠에 들어가서 이렇게 생각을 해보니 참 못된 짓을 많이 했구나 이런 생각이 절실하게 들면서 전에 집에서 이렇게 사과하는 연불도 좀 하긴 했습니다만 입회를 하고 싶은데 어느 걸 하는 게 좋을지 좀 말씀해 주십시오. 감사합니다.
Master, this is Lee Seung-nam. During the Fochi session, I want to reflect on the great suffering that I caused to livestock, fish, snakes, insects, and others while living in the countryside when I was younger. There was nobody at home and but me, and when I go to the rice field, there's no choice to kill livestock. So what kind of plague would it be appropriate to repent and then continue to cultivate for such karmic offenses? Thank you.
So many. You kill so much. You're almost as bad as Shingon. Why do you folks think so much? When you come up with these thoughts, is it during the recitation or after the recitation?
그래서 저는 일반적으로 먹거리가 집에서 키우는 가축이라든가 또 논에서 나는 그 미꾸라지 또 뭐 우물에서 뭐 물고기 또는 그 메뚜기를 잡아서 도시락 반찬을 하고 이런 게 사실은 일반적이었습니다. 저는 뭐 그때는 모르고 습관적으로 했습니다만 지금 생각해 보니 참 엄청난 나쁜 짓을 한 것 같습니다.
지금 마스터께서 이런 생각이 언제 나시냐고 물어보시는 거예요. 그 염을 할 때 납니까? 언제 이런 생각이 납니까?
지난주에 관음칠을 거치고 불칠을 하면서 저에 대한 그 생활을 많이 뒤돌아봤습니다. 제가 이제 감성이 메말라 있고 또 너무 원리 원칙도 좋아하고 뭐 이런 생활을 해왔기 때문에 그런 거에 대해서 이제 깊게 생각해 볼 여유가 없었는데 이번 기회에 그런 게 상당히 그 반성을 많이 하게 됐습니다. 이상입니다.
그런데 생각은 언제 일어나나요? 집에서 그랬나요? 아니면 절에서요?
잘못된 일이었다 하는 거는 집에서 이제 얼마 전부터 생각해서 그것도 주로 우리 절에 이제 나오면서부터 그런 걸 생각을 했습니다. 그래서 집에서 아침에 연불을 할 때 뭐 그쪽에 대한 반성하는 이런 마음을 가지고 연불을 늘 하고 있었습니다. 그런데 이제 그 연불을 하는 걸로 끝났는데 아무래도 그거 가지고는 좀 부족하다. 뭔가 그 입회라도 해서 제가 죽인 그 영혼에 대한 그런 조금이라도 사과를 해야 되겠다 이런 생각을 이번에 했습니다.
So Master, I completed Guanyin Chi, not going into the Fo Chi. I realized that I did not have any chance to reflect what I did when I was younger. I'm lacking sensitivity, and also I always just try to follow the rules and stick to the rule. So what happened was when I started coming to the temple, I started to reflect of what I did when I was younger, and especially when I do Buddha recitation at home, and these wrongdoings are starting to appear in my mind. And then next thing was, this is not enough. I like to do something.
Okay, very good, very good. It's enough, that's enough. Let's not get lost with details. Very good, very good. It's a good thing, okay? You understand the process. It's very good that all this is to help you reflect and look at yourself. Okay, you cannot be a good person unless you see your faults, okay, your mistakes. So it's a good thing. You're on the right tracks. However, the way you go about it is not that effective. Of course, we created a lot of karmas. Not just you, everyone. And it's not useful, it's not fruitful for us to sit here and feel guilty about it. There isn't enough time for you to feel guilty. You can sit there and feel guilty all day long. It will not do much for you. It's not good use of your time at all. Okay? Yes, it's a good thing to feel guilty and you want to do something about it. Let me tell you, we're doing something about it because our cultivation, at the end of the day, we say we want to give them the blessings that I've created today to all of them. That includes all those beings you harmed. Not just the ones you remember this lifetime, but all the lifetimes as well. Your thinking is too short. You only saw the ones you killed this lifetime. But it's not the first time you killed them. You killed them many other lifetimes as well. Okay? Is that bad? That's how bad of a person you really, really are. Very hard to read these old Korean men. Look at them. Yeah, so serious. Okay. All joking aside, I'm being very serious here. Don't worry about it is the simple answer. We are doing something about them because we are giving away the blessings that go towards them. Okay? We help them. We are helping them. You've been helping them, number one. Number two, this is not how you cultivate. Yeah. You cultivate. The way I teach you how to cultivate is we don't have time to fix all these problems. It's not possible for us to fix all these problems. Because you've been revolving this wheel for so long now. This lifetime you kill a lot, prior lifetime you kill a lot, and more and more and more. It's endless. You've been killing. You're killing karma. You kill so many. It's because you're used to killing. Okay? You think just like that Shingon Daimyo Lord. You know why does he kill without any hesitation? Because that's what he does. For many lifetimes, there's no hesitation. Okay? We have the habit of killing, and that's normal for us. You don't want to worry about all those things. You only have to worry about how to cope with those karmas that are stopping you. That's all. So don't worry so much about all those that are being addressed, and continue with your cultivation, and then you understand more. Okay? Or if you prefer, I could open my other red book and tell you, oh, you've been a bad boy. and I need you to do penances. Okay? Beat yourself, get a plaque for this month, next month get another one, get another one, and eventually you take care of them all. And make it simple. Give all your money to the temple. It will take care of all the killings. It will take care of it right away, I promise. See, no one believes me. What is the matter with you? When I'm sincere, no one believes me. That's another way, okay? That way, I guarantee you that if in your cultivation you have anything that stops you, it will be resolved just like that. It's a sign on contract, that's all. Now he gets it. If it makes you feel better, we can go that route too. I'm very flexible. Okay, don't worry so much. You can't worry about our mistakes. We all make mistakes. That's the bottom line. Okay? Bad mistakes. And as long as it does not stop our cultivation, our progress in cultivation, we can defer them a little bit later so that when we are stronger, we have more blessings, we can pay them faster and better. Okay? That's how we approach it. Okay, good luck to you. So, option 1 or option 2? 1 or 2? Just like the optometrist. 1 or 2? Okay, very good. Let's continue. We've had 15 more minutes. Continue.
现在念过这个6天了，念的都不错，比以前念佛呀，这正经了好多，也少讲了好多话。
So now you have recited past the 6th day. The recitation has been quite good, much more proper than before, when reciting the Buddha's name. Much more proper. And there has also been a lot less talking.
以前呢，打佛七呀，念念佛，休息下，大家就听下。
In the past, during the Fo Chi, you would recite the Buddha's name and then take a break. Everybody would chat a bit.
就是有时摊杯咖啡喽，或者洗点面叶喽。
Chatting a bit is just to rest a bit, and then eat a bit, enjoy a cup of coffee, or eat a little something.
And what's all this is this Malaysian? Huh?
Cantonese.
Cantonese? Who needs Cantonese?
Master Yonghua is speaking Cantonese.
Oh, he was speaking Cantonese? Oh, okay. Thank you. Continue. Come on.
今年呢，
不离呀。
各地习气毛病都少好多了。
So this year, those habits and shortcomings, all have lessened a lot.
还有不能忘记某习气，冇斷嘅菜呀，
冇斷嘅菜呀，冇我嘅菜呀，OK。
少 在这个肚里头啊，
Also, I cannot say you have no habit energies. You have not completely cut them off, have not completely overcome them. There's still a tiny bit of habit energy left.
想要拱出来，就是。
Tiny little bit of habit energy inside the stomach. The habit energy wants to force its way out, to force its way out.
像那个生菜老高似的，但是它也没拱出来，还更就。
It is like giving birth to a child, but the child hasn't forced himself out yet. The child is too heavy.
好像那有菜老高的，那个菜老高在肚里啊，怎么跳啊，要跑出来的样子。
It's just like there is a child. That child of yours inside the belly jumps, as if wanting to run out.
各地，我讲你们各地妄想，你们各地习气毛病，我们还真有赛老高空谈，这个还有一个譬喻。
I'm talking about those false thoughts of yours, those habit energies and shortcomings of yours, not to mean that there is really a child, that, and now another analogy.
那么，我讲安塞了，讲安塞了，尤其各个老年人呢，一样的，他一样共的，一样像菜老高似的，总以为肚里有个崽呢。
So I spoke correctly, especially that old person. He is the same. He is also like this, just like a child. Always thinking there's a child inside the belly.
Okay. Okay. Yes, go ahead, DTT.
마스터, 어저께 정토에 관한 질문을 어떤 분이 하셨는데 어떤 내용이었냐면 정토를 모르는 망자를 어떻게 정토로 인도할 수 있냐였어요. 한번 끊을게요.
Master, yesterday there was a person who asked about Pureland. What about the spirit who doesn't know anything about Pureland?
근데 이제 어저께 마스터께서 하셨던 답은 굉장히 많은 옵션이 있고 그냥 복잡한 다양한 변수가 있다라는 대답을 하셨었는데 네, 그게 5년 전에 하셨던 대답과 조금 다르시거든요. 네.
So your answer was there's many options, there are many variables, but this answer is different from your answer about 5 years ago.
그래서 제가 궁금한 건 그 사이에 많은 변수와 옵션 때문인 건지 아니면 질문자의 차이인 건지 왜냐하면 같은 불자여도 정토를 발언하지 않을 수가 있잖아요. 그래서 어떻게 정토를 발언하지 않은 망자를 정토로 이렇게 인도할 수 있는지 그 질문드립니다.
So my question is that because of the many options or variables, or is it depends on the person who's asking questions? Maybe they didn't make any vow to go to Pure Land?
I have no idea why I say certain things. And I quite often, more often than not, I say things I regret later. So 5 years ago, I don't remember
저는
what I said.
5년 그때 마스터께서 노산사에서 정토를 모르는 사람을 어떻게 인도하냐라고 했더니 마스터께서 그렇기 때문에 그러니까 그때가 2021년도 서머 찬치였는데 그렇기 때문에 우리가 킹 야마와 작업을 한다 몇 년 전부터. 네.
I remember it was 2020, March.
21.
Spring, sorry. So at Luman Temple, you mentioned about Pureland, someone who doesn't know about the Pureland. And then your answer was, that's why we work with the King Yama about this.
그래서 킹 야마가 두 가지 옵션을 준다고 했어요. 정토로 갈 거냐, 지옥을 갈 거냐. 그러니까 정토란 개념을 몰라도 지옥이 나쁜 걸 알기 때문에 망자는 정토를 선택한다. 그렇게 정토를 모르는 사람을 정토로 우리가 보내줄 수 있다라고 하셨었어요. 그 당시에는. 네.
So the King Yama will ask to this deceased person, would you like to go Pure Land? Would you like to go hell? But the person know about the hell. So automatically he will choose to go to the Pure Land. That's how you convince the person to go to the Pure Land.
그렇기 때문에 이제 저는 의문을 가질 수밖에 없는 건 정토를 모르는 망자를 어떻게 정토로 보낼 수 있는가에 대한 좀 답이 다르셔가지고 네, 질문 드려봤습니다.
So the answers are different. So I wanted to know more. That's why I'm asking about this.
Yeah, thank you for asking. And what did I tell you a few days ago? I don't even remember what I just said 3 minutes ago. You want me to remember what I said 3 days ago?
일단 저희 어머니는 불자이시긴 한데 정토에 대한 개념이 없으셔서 질문 드렸습니다.
For my mom, she's a Buddhist, but she has no idea about Pure Land. That's why I'm asking this question, Master. Thank you.
And what did I say 3 days ago? That's different. No, what is it different? The answers I gave 3 days ago are different from King Yama.
제가 3일 전에 마스터께서 하셨던 질문을 이해하기로는 정토에 대한 개념을 살아있는 사람한테 설득하기는 오히려 시간 낭비고 오히려 죽은 다음에 실제로 그 사람들이 49일 동안의 고통을 겪을 때 오히려 설득하기가 쉽다. 그리고 정토를 보낼 때는 굉장히 많은 변수와 옵션이 있기 때문에 라는 식으로 대답을 하셨었어요. 네.
3 days ago, you mentioned about someone who doesn't know anything about Pure Land, the concept of Pure Land. It's hard to convince this person when he's alive, but it's much better to convince him during the 49 days while he's suffering.
Okay, very good. Which one are you?
그러니까 3일 전에 질문의 시발점이 된 거는 정토에 대한 포교로 보일 수 있지만 결국에는 망자를 우리가 어떻게 정토로 보내냐에 대한 거에는 같은 대답이 나와야 된다고 생각을 해서 질문을 드리게 된 거거든요.
It's a similar concept about the Pure Land, how to teach people about the Pure Land, and that's I guess 5 years ago answer, and then this 3 days ago is about how do we send a deceased person who doesn't know anything about Pure Land.
Okay, well, it's not different. Let's just give you more aspects of what really is going on, more than you guys realize. In some cases, each case is different. We have to handle it differently. That's all. Okay? So it varies from cases to cases. All right. I only have 1 more minute. I think we can stop here. Is it okay? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.